Here we have for sale our 2016 on a 16 plate Renault Trafic SL27. SL meaning short wheelbase, low roof. 27 meaning 2.7 tons gross vehicle weight. So this is the L1 H1 Business Plus model with 1.6 DCI 115 brake horsepower engine. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Business Plus Renault Trafic, and also I'll talk you through the condition and some of the extra elements which have been added to this particular example. So starting here at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that we've got rear barn doors. What I mean by that are doors which open in that sort of fashion. First thing here which I'd like to show you which has been added, and that is deadlocks. You've got deadlock here on the rear door and as well on the side loading door at the bottom of the door down there as well. These add a fantastic extra layer of security to the load area of the van. There's a separate key which you can put in that lock there, and it just, as I say, just adds that extra layer of security. On the back of the van then, you've got the model derivative here, Business Plus, and then looking here at the rear bumper, and the first bit of spec which comes with the Business Plus, and that is rear parking sensors there which are nicely integrated into the rear bumper. In terms of condition here of the rear doors, there is a small little touch-in just here. Otherwise, it's looking really clean and straight. Obviously, hopefully, the camera is doing the van justice and, as I say, conveying the condition accurately as well. If I open up the rear barn doors, then we can have a look at the load area. When you open up the rear barn doors on a Renault Trafic or Vauxhall Avaro of this age, you've got this little handle just here. If you pull on that handle, you can then open the door right out to its 180-degree position. And you can do exactly the same with both rear barn doors, or alternatively, they will just lock in place there at 90 degrees. So then looking in the load area, we can now see that this is not standard and this has been added to. We have got very nice Bot racking in here. Bot is one of the leading makes in van racking, fantastic quality, clearly long lasting as well. And as you can see here, we've got a nice plethora of shelves. We've got these nice little boxes here as well for storing little bits, and then shelves on the other side as well. And there's also then a storage cupboard down there also. So a fantastic set of shelves. Of course, these could be removed if you so wanted to. They could be sold for probably quite a lot of money if you didn't want them for whatever reason. Looking online, I believe this set would have set you back around £1,500 plus VAT at the time when this was installed. And then on top of that, we've got the lovely GRP flooring as well, which again would have cost you a fair whack at the time as well. Looking in terms of condition in the back here, the racking is all, it's still in very nice order. Of course, this is used. This is not a brand new vehicle. It's 5 years old at the end of the day. But looking here, as I say, it looks like this has been very well looked after. We have freshly painted the floor. So as I say, you haven't got to worry about that. That's all in lovely order. Looking at the rear doors, again, usual sort of marks here on the exposed areas. But all in all, in really good order, actually, as I say, for a good working van. If we shut the rear barn doors, we can then continue down the passenger side of the vehicle and have a look at down here. So using the reflections down the side of the vehicle, having a look for any dents, marks, anything like that. There are a couple of small little pin dents that I can just see just here, but as I say, we are talking very small little pin dents. And there is a couple just on this crease just here. But as I say, that is probably being quite critical for a van of this age. And this is where you can see the other deadlock there as well. The other thing which you can see is the equipment which has been added to the roof of the van. It's all Rhino products. So we have got on the roof of this van, we've got 3 Rhino Delta bars. These are a bar that we regularly fit on vans for customer. Rhino, the only make that we highly recommend. You've also then got the ladder stow, and then you've also got the Rhino pipe tube as well. Again, if you price these products up, these are all included with the van. This is as it came, but if you price those elements up, it's over, even including discount, it's over £550 just to buy that equipment. That's without, of course, fitting. If we open up then the side loading door, we can have a look again at another aspect here of the load area. Of course, all this equipment, if you wanted to, we'll happily remove this for you if you didn't want it, but maybe a shame considering how good quality and useful it may be. On the back here, there's these 3 tubes just here, which have got this nice sort of locking system, like so, very secure. Can open these, I have opened these before. There we go. So you can open those, get the hang of it, but they basically lock in place there, and you've got the 3 tubes, as I say, which again, if you didn't want them, can easily be removed as well. Got these extra wipes and bins and things like that just here. And also then looking at the factory fitted bulkhead, these bulkheads are removable as well. They are just bolted in around the outside, plenty of tie down points around the van. And then you've also got the load through hatch just here. So you pull on the handle, that clips up to the bulkhead via a magnet, and then you can load right through there. The key thing with the Renault Trafic is that if you go underneath the passenger seat, so if I just pick the passenger seat up, you'll see this red tab under here. If you pull that red tab, then you are able then to load right the way through into the passenger footwell. So then you've got a fantastic load length. Not only have you got the elements on the roof for that extra load length, but you can also load some really long items inside as well. This then moves us on nicely to the cab. Looking here at the passenger door card, that's all in really good order. The step is in good order as well. Same with the floor. We've got some nice genuine Renault Trafic rubber overmats as well, which is always a nice sign. It's always a sign that someone has looked after this vehicle. The seats are all in good order. Of course they are used, but there's no excessive wear or anything like that to the seats in here. There's no cigarette burns or anything of that nature. I have also included here the service history printout. So on Renault Trafics, the service history book is actually in the back of the handbook. So what we do is the handbook's quite thick on these vans, so we take a photocopy out just so it's easier to show people. And you can see that we've got 2 Renault services listed. Last one there at 30,900 miles, and of course it will be going through our workshop as well before it leaves us. Dashboard is all looking nice. There's no, again, excessive wear, scratches, anything like that on the glove box or on the dashboard itself. Looking really nice indeed. I will get to the bottom of these tubes. They will not beat me. Moving then further around the front of the vehicle, on a Business Plus you get colour-coded front bumper, and again, in terms of condition, it's looking really, really nice. Of course, you're going to get the odd small stone chip and things like that, which is of course to be expected, but otherwise, as I'm sure you'll agree, it's looking really, really presentable at the front of the van. Same goes, I don't know if I mentioned it, but of course with the roof racks and things, can be removed if you didn't want them, and I'm sure there's a good used market for those if you wanted to sell them separately. Looking then down the driver side of the vehicle, and again using those reflections where we can to look for any dents or scratches or ripples or anything like that. But I've got to be honest with you, it's looking really, really clean and straight. I'd say I'm having a good look down the side of the vehicle. There's a tiny, again, very, very small little dent just here on the driver's door. But as I say, that is being very critical. It's looking really, really smart and present. As I say, considering its age, this has clearly been well looked after. Opening up the driver's door then, we can have a look inside the cab. So on top of the driver's door, we have electric windows, we've got electric mirrors. We have got multiple keys for this vehicle, including spares for the deadlocks as well. If we look here at the driver's seat, we've got plenty of adjustability here with the driver's seat. You've got height adjustability here, which is always very, very nice indeed. If we turn the steering wheel to the right hand side, the vehicle's running at the moment, so I can turn the steering wheel around. We've got volume controls here for the radio, and also phone controls as well. Looking at the dashboard, you can see the vehicle is running at the moment. There's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. It's all idling correctly. Mileage there, 45,638 miles. And again, looking at the floor, we've got those nice Renault Trafic overmats. Let's see if we can have a quick look underneath the floor there, and again, fantastic order there underneath the floor. Thanks to those very nice hard wearing mats. Jumping then into the cab, we can have a look inside here. As I mentioned earlier, 6-speed manual gearbox, very, very nice to go along with that 115 brake horsepower engine. Air conditioning is a standard specification on the Business Plus, beautiful to have that. And then we've got the Bluetooth radio here, which of course, as I say, you can connect your phone to. You've got the USB port there, AUX, USB port, and DR stands for DAB radio, so very nice to have that also. 12 volt socket just here. You've got down below here a cup holder, and you've got another USB port up on top of the dashboard up there. If you pull down the passenger sun visor, you've got the nice wide angle blind spot mirror built in there as well. So really, really lovely van. As I say, fantastic condition throughout. I'm very impressed by its condition. And then we've got this beautiful extra spec as well. So just to summarise, Renault Trafic SL27 1.6 DCI with 115 brake horsepower, so short wheelbase, low roof. We've got that fantastic bot racking in the back. We've got the Rhino products on the roof, so we've got the Delta bars, the ladder stow, and the pipe rack there as well. All the usual Business Plus specification, including rear parking sensors, air conditioning, etc., DAB radio, and you've even then got deadlocks on the rear doors as well. As I say, if you added all these extra bits which have been added to this, the Rhino products on the roof, the deadlocks, the bot racking in the back, the floor in the back, the pipes, so on and so forth, it would have been thousands when this was new. So could be a fantastic bargain for someone. And on top of that, we've got service history, and it's going to be going through our workshop as well before it leaves us. If you'd like to inquire, please feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles starting as low as 7.9% APR, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. If you, as I say, want a quote on finance, feel free, give us a call. We can do all this over the phone. Same goes with the part exchange, and we can arrange nationwide delivery. Thank you very much for watching.